Today, we're tackling a challenge that haunts photographers everywhere: low light photography. If you've ever been traumatized by blurry, dark photos that look like they were taken on a potato, you're in the right place. Stick around, and I'll show you how to set your DSLR so you can finally snap sharp, Insta-worthy photos, no flashlight or wizardry required. Alright, let's kick things off with ISO, which is basically your camera's caffeine intake. Crank that ISO up to let more light in, but watch out, you go too high and it'll look like your photo is sprinkled with confetti. Try keeping it between 800 and 3200. Trust me, ISO 25,000 is no one's friend. Next stop, Aperture. This setting controls how much light barges into your camera. Go for a lower f-stop, like f/1.8 or f/2.8, to open things up. It's like having a VIP door to let in all the light you can get. Just keep in mind that a lower f-stop gives you a super shallow depth of field, so if you're trying to capture all your friends at once, you might end up with a lot of, "Hey, why am I blurry in this photo?" Now, let's talk shutter speed. Slower shutter speeds let in more light, but they also turn any little handshake into a wobbly mess. If you're like me and can't keep still for 2 seconds, try to stick to 1/60th a second or faster if you're holding the camera. But if you're rocking a tripod, slow it way down. You can go wild with a 1-second exposure. Just don't wave at the camera unless you want that spooky ghost effect. Which brings us to the real MVP of low light photography, the tripod. If you don't have one, go find anything steady, a rock, your knee, your very patient friend. And for bonus points, grab an external light, like a small LED, but be careful. Not all lights are created equal. You don't want your photo looking like it's in a horror movie. Unless that's the vibe you're going for. Alright, last but not least, get comfy with manual mode. If you want complete control, manual's the way to go. Adjust ISO, aperture, and shutter speed until you find your sweet spot. And, pro tip, low light photography is a bit of trial and error, so be ready to experiment. Mistakes mean you're trying, and every blurry photo is one step closer to your masterpiece. Or, at least not a blurry mess. And that's a wrap. With these tips, you're ready to face the dark. Drop a comment if this video saves your photos from the abyss, hit that like button if you're feeling the low light love, and subscribe for more photography tips that won't make you want to throw your camera out the window. Until next time, keep it steady and keep it bright.